Yo, we're back again. Doing some more. What's the name? Disco Elysium. In the last one, I don't even know what happened in the last one, I'll be real. I really don't.
You know, that's a good question.
We still haven't gotten the body down.
We still haven't gotten the body down. Oh, we talked to the manager back inside. We have to pay money because we're poor.
Yep.
We don't have money. We figured out a way to get money through collecting bottles. We have to find a bag. And right now, we are just trying to gather evidence and finish the bit of tasks we have left.
Which are tasks. Task we have is to open a trash container. We need to inspect the victim's body. We need to pay for damages. We need to track down our badge. Also, who made the call?
We already called the manager of the hotel who quit.
Yeah, and she didn't give us shit.
She didn't call.
And then we need to track down our gun too.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's get back into this and let's go. Go ahead and cut the music off. That's annoying. Boom, bam, let's go. This is where we are.
The library.
Last time we were here, we went around, we found what's in this.
We didn't talk to the lady.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Interesting name.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Okay.
1 second. I gotta make sure my mic has this. There we go. I'm gonna pick up random noise. Alright. Be welcome, please take a run. Where are we going?
No. Are you the owner of the store? Yes.
That's just
We're not asking her for money. No, ask her if she's.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Oh,
she's the woman we
the
talked
lady,
to
yeah.
with Kuno. What if I wanted the girl outside mentioned $2?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter, but...
Yeah, she was.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
I'm not gonna grade
Oh,
any
no.
of me.
It's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer.
You are mean.
My
10.
precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
A bit.
Uh-huh. What are you holding?
I don't know how this works. I'm trying to do this so that when I talk, it picks up, but it doesn't pick up the game. Looks like it's working. I think. I don't know. Okay, anyway.
I think we should just change the subject. But
As a young girl should be, with the proper attitude,
Yeah.
she'll have a
That's
bright
right, yeah. I
financial
think we should
future.
change the subject.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense, Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Mention me.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
What in God's name is she talking about?
Yeah.
You know, I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you.
Just conclude. I don't like
She
this lady.
smiles and nods.
Oh.
We got places to be. What's
You
behind the
see
curtain?
a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Pull open the curtain. I say option 3.
I see. Really?
No.
That's illegal, isn't it?
You're the police.
Yeah, but we don't have a search warrant.
Yeah, but she doesn't know you're the police yet. But you're the police. No, you have the right to go. You can pull it back. I mean, I guess you could just ask her. Or examine.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
What the
This is a traditional Seminese ward,
Oh.
meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
But we only have one choice.
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fishhead charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
I think leave is like our only option.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel...
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books.
Is that why she's touching her pendant?
Oddly
Yeah,
enough,
maybe.
the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
Ah.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The powers of
The
what?
curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
Yeah, 2 options to continue. Either we ask in a dickish manner, or we think about it for a while.
Thank you. Let's just talk about this first.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say.
Okay.
Okay.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
We coming back for them curtains.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
Hello
what.
again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and I already
Yeah.
told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just
'Cause
let
it
it
is.
go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of. She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
Number 3.
It's just for decoration.
Yeah, that's a good one. Where's...
Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said, they don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing.
Ah.
Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
One?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
Uh-huh.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin.
Oh, I
of
forgot.
bankruptcy.
In this world, financial distress is death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building
Sorry.
have sooner or
You're
later
good.
declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
I just want you to let me.
It's not
Yeah.
good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough. Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
That would make sense.
Why
There
do
are
we feel like
numerous
we gotta buy
spells
them?
cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Okay.
Desert pygmy shamans.
Yeah.
That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Yeah. We help her or no?
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
Alright, fine, whatever.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A paradetective.
I guess drama. Got a high chance.
Convince her to.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
And I came here to help.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I've returned from the void, a paradetective with a long line of paradetectives.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt,
Hey.
but
Hey.
You look like one. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
Yeah, I guess so.
The first one. Then the first one.
First one?
Yeah.
Okay.
how do you know all this?
Because I'm a paradetective, bitch.
Yeah. Your wards brought me here in the first place. Somebody's blood.
D-bad.
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 That one?
No, hold on. What does the person say? You were Barbie.
I don't know about blood.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Yeah, for sure.
I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
I would do one because I don't know if Lieutenant's gonna vouch for us here.
If
To
you
be
promise,
real.
good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
I'm not really feeling the vibe anymore. I'm gonna go.
Yes. Sir, there's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Two. We gotta convince her.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains.
What?
God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume.
Oh.
We got a key.
So find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Okay.
What you discover? Probably just some office space.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
I guess ask her.
Okay, but please, only a few questions.
Never mind.
The woman before.
We go behind the curtain.
Hold on, let's go up here
No,
real
we
quick.
go up here? Okay.
These shelves are overburdened with books
Dick
from
Mullen.
the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen
Of
over
course.
and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf? Shelves
God,
filled to
no.
the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a...
I'm sure they do, man.
Yeah.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind.
Okay, wholeness.
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. Various paranatural books still litter the shelf.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf.
Huh?
That wisdom is not for free.
Why not?
I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names. Now, browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head suddenly. A particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the man. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the
Oh my
Anti-Star.
gosh.
He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long.
What up, Dacky Lord? So far so good. I've been
I
enjoying
did
it.
not mean to rush you.
We've been
You are
enjoying it.
browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Leave the apple
It's
book
been
shop.
interesting.
Go behind the curtain.
Yeah, let's go behind it. It's been super interesting. Super interesting, but still in the, I guess, like early game? I don't know, what the hell?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to
Yeah.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh!
Away but her round face brazen. Okay.
Okay.
Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. Oh no. Vaguely androgynous.
Portrait of a man.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms.
Unlock the door with the
It
key.
appears to be locked.
Got the key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Yeah, maybe you should go for it.
No, just enter the door. We know beat. Enter the door. That's with our rubber gloves.
Okay, so we got boom, boom, boom. Oh wait. Those we could talk to the homie.
What is this place?
There's the adventures.
Looks like a gym to me.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. We should find a flashlight if we want to go on. There should be one in my kinema.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Let's go get the
The
flashlight.
lieutenant nods.
Alright, let's go get that flashlight.
Then we'll come back. Run to his car.
At least we know how to do that.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
I'll take the pry bar too for the trash can.
Yeah.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand.
I gotta take it
Heavier
off.
than you'd think.
I'm just gonna let you.
Useful for opening all sorts
Yeah,
of
take it
doors
off.
and lids.
We might be able to get all our
The handles
tasks
are
done.
long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest, Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers.
Let us go back with our flashlight we acquired.
Real quick.
You see if we can open the thing. Gosh.
Well, let's see if we can cut down.
How are we gonna get up there?
There he still is, looking right through.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Tom Kuno-ese, it said. Yeah, Tom Kuno-ese.
I'll die before I squeal.
We could do this.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says,
Oh, I don't have the tool.
whirling.
How do you get the tool?
You go like this. Nope. This? Nope. Like this.
Aha!
This. Left hand. Right hand. Oh. That's
Nice.
cool. We both said that at the same time. Anyways.
This trash container is locked. The sliding
It
lid
still
has a
said-
padlock that says, whirling in rags.
What? Okay, never mind.
Well, at least we can go over here. I wonder what flashlight really?
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates.
Huh.
It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is
Very low. 8%.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Oh, what's that? Shot football.
Alright.
Yes?
Falling.
Yeah, for real though. Yeah, I see why we need the flashlight.
Yeah.
Dork.
Demi-jean full. Crap.
We got some money.
The money.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds. abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
What?
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of Welkins. You make out autumnal candle Welkins casting wax-based magic, translucent Welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether Welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. You should adopt one of those Welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a Welkin. One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Is it important?
It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
One of them is Welkin Supremacists.
Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
True.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Just look at those details. So much effort.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune Out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe. The full text reads, "Heat Death of the Universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Wait a minute.
Honey. You're like 5
At 5:13. Hold up.
What is that?
Production schedule filament. We need a radio computer. Don't sell this. Didn't see this.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer.
Oh.
Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Gonna turn it on.
Yeah, turn it on.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Insert it.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place.
Perfect.
On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned horn until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Hey.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production thing?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Alright.
That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
I don't know.
I don't know.
If you are unsure, could you please take a look? Open the hatch on the compartment. Don't touch the wires. A current is running through it, but the core is safe. There's a filament inside. I need to know what it's called.
Okay.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password? Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
No.
Oh.
A hidden system is not part
You
of the
know.
protocol for repeater stations.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
Bad answer.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Okay.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
I don't know the password.
Still no. Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Do they?
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
I can tell.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are for stress accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios. Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do for stress accident. Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
That would make sense.
Mm-hmm. That would make sense.
One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive calling radio games. That's what the catalog
Radio
says.
game.
That's not bad.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on them. Nothing happens.
Guru.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest. Nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no taker.
I want to make sure.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tiles. Very pesantic. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive earwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Who's the game?
Someone very important. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
Then who's?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Izolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinta, Kotla, Gra, Samara, and even Ilmara. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
I'm gonna go grab some water.
Okay. I got my fault.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
I don't know what to say. It says, what do you think is going on with the computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Option 1. Someone tried to exercise a curse using technology. Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. A failed business, the only question is what the hell were they making? For no time, let's move. I feel like it's 2. A counterintelligence program.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not it. I think
Okay then.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among
Oh.
the ruins.
Oh.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology. No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
Excuse me.
Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Role-playing game?
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We Were board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
Let's see. Do we have any more? Two? Or one?
Yes, especially in here. Okay, let's keep moving.
Yeah. What?
Why are the eyes red? The wind howls in from the chute above.
Money!
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red.
Is this a cooler?
The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Of course.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Klondike.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
They tried to
It's
sell.
ice cream
I
from a
know.
bear.
What an unfortunate marketing choice.
Yeah.
What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
For real.
Yeah, because they're
Running with
The fridge buzzes
The fridge.
with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Mm-hmm.
Let's read the note.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the offside copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the offside copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
Who's the more?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
Yeah, good.
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory, even if he doesn't know what to do with it. He'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Facts.
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Okay.
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here. That's a plausible hypothesis.
Okay. Alright, let's do a couple more things on here and we'll end it.
Mm-hmm. Why is it yellow? What makes it different? One over there.
Yeah.
Hidden doorway. Into the thing. Hidden doorway.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Two? Find the light in the compartment.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
You want him to do it?
Okay, here's some more rifles. None of these seem to be working. And no! An old Bell McGrave rifle. That's rare to find in such good order. Seems to no longer be functional, but still rare. Here. It's yours, officer.
Oh.
You found this place.
Nice, thanks.
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
Alright, where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Alright, let's leave that. Right.
We got a weapon?
Doesn't work. Mm-hmm.
What it?
Nope. We can't be shooting people.
Hey. Oh.
A few
Make sure.
bricks have
It means there seems to
No, the.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams.
No, try to fire
In
it
the
up.
distance, you hear water dripping. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time.
Alright.
If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory.
Understood. Put it back on.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric.
You know, something about that 3% is not convincing.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
I do things without reason. I'm the law.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Okay. we have more clothes. That doesn't fit. Outfit. But alright.
Wow, everything gives you. We unplugged the black and it was...
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner, and turning the crank feels oddly satisfying. Like...
Right. Unlikely that we'll get it.
Only the red cable is plugged into an electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
Oh.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge, slowly melting.
Yeah.
Yes.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
Hallucinating, maybe.
Not sure, Kim, but I think.
Yeah.
Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Yellow?
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man. A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid. A hollow ring.
Oh!
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure.
Huh?
It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Very, very bad. This is the end. Bad.
We just give ourselves a heart attack?
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented.
What?
Betting easy on the ticker. He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
Oh my god, we really died. Ow.
I guess we weren't supposed to kick it. We were supposed to choose the one that wanted us to pick.
But kicking it shouldn't have caused us to die.
I guess we only had 1 health.
Hold on, let's go back.
I'm assuming we only had 1 health.
Where are we?
This old fireplace, the whole thing resembles
You know, we're out of this part.
history classes,
Get out of this part.
students, radio freak,
Get out of this
unclaimed.
part. What are you doing?
It perhaps. The web is they must have had massive air width. These things, someone, a conductor, whoever, a list of this.
I don't know if we need to do all that. Yeah, we need to do all this for the XP.
We're dead.
Not yet. We're back now, baby. The fuck?
How did you do that?
We just reloaded where we were.
Okay.
It had an autosave, so I went back to where we were.
Okay.
I can't believe we died, though.
I can't believe we died. That was crazy.
Okay, so obviously we can't talk to the woman. Go through here. Our health is fine.
Okay, just don't kick it. All I gotta say.
Alright, just don't kick it this time.
A thick layer of.
Looks like it. No one has used it in ages.
It's dark, the echo.
What are you doing? Wait, really? We should investigate. You're right.
Always has to be the skeptic of this man. A lush lake, maybe you could paint something of this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No.
Okay.
You see, the bear looks the lieutenant, a gust of the lieutenant takes a peek inside.
Of course, just a giant iceberg. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see, you pocket them.
You've acquired an interactable item.
A friendly, the paper still.
Good question. I know. What is even?
The fridge buzzes.
Okay, we did all that. Oh.
A few bricks have fallen off.
It seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spider.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Okay.
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying.
Okay. We're pretty much exactly where we were.
Yeah.
Before we died now.
2 cables up, something close to you.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brow. An electric sizzle.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I didn't see this over here.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe we do gotta yell up that thing.
An old call box with an East Delta Commerce Center.
So where, though?
This must
the
be
gym?
the name of the doomed commercial area.
Maybe.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call. Silence. No one answers the doorbell. You ring the doorbell. What an ominous name for a hair
I
salon.
feel like at this point.
Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. Silence. Silence. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell does. You wait for a minute or two. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Yeah.
She sounds almost antique. as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly. Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
Yeah, I've come to place an order.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice here.
What?
She must be mistaking you for someone else. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Michelle, just please.
Huh.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Who? Go along with it?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Ah, same.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice.
Oh.
It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Hello?
She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
No, and everyone's starting me.
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Okay. No.
I guess so.
Fuck, does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't fuck.
About that.
An inconspicuous pile.
How do I get up top?
You can't
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
ladder.
yes.
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps.
No.
Fortunately, the street sweepers.
It saved, it auto-saved all the way. We're good. Up until we died, pretty much.
Well, we go back and talk to the lady, right? Fine.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus? Yes, yes? How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
No.
You don't have anything of substance to tell her until you found that entity of hers.
So no.
There's something in there?
I think we gotta yell up the tunnel like it said.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
I have to do this whole
Your
thing.
flashlights, some of the writing
No.
has faded.
I don't know how you get to the rest. Oh, there you go, the door. Go to where we died instead of kicking it.
A thick layer
Yellow.
of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Yeah.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Huh?
you hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
I guess we go upstairs.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Aha.
Gotta do this. Postcard. Has made this postcard. Midtown traffic pass. Okay.
The note is written.
Does it say?
This is someone has scribbled. You find the filament memory with the offside copy,
Someone who owns a radio.
which is to say, not very good.
It belongs inside a radio.
It's like the
Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory, even if he doesn't know what to do with it. I don't know. I assume.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
No, to where?
Okay. Oh, that dude scared me.
The lieutenant.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my millions. So what kind of dye are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Found a ghost. Did I find a ghost? What up, Quasi? You actually made it. We're not gonna be on too much longer, but what?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Got it.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Yeah.
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Four.
Of course, I can see that. I just thought you were a police officer looking for dice. How else can I help you then?
That doesn't make sense.
No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but As you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
Never took your eyes
up?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. It's an odd profession, making eyes for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids, and lately I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
No.
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
That's a plus.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Yeah.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Choose fun.
Actually.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Oh. I said it's not doing well either. Is that true?
We could. You're the customer that's having trouble paying off the bill.
And then there's me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
We're the first to admit there was
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real? Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
No. Leave.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
We don't have the money.
A star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure? Yes, you definitely have the proper attitude. How about a pair of 100-sided dice, made of ivory and inlaid with lodestone, a naturally occurring magnet to complement your magnetic personality.
Pieces of lodestone were used as the first magnetic compasses, from which they derived their other name, coarse stones.
10 real, and I can get these ready in 8 hours.
We don't have the money.
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
No. Need more time. Down the bottom.
No need to rush. Take a look around, see if anything inspires you. More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut, it's about the confidence.
Me neither. I just want it off my face. It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Maybe that's what he...
Kuno. Who's Kuno? Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milius. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a sub-rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Yeah. No. I think we need to. We can't. We gotta finish this.
We gotta finish this question.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
Not the answer.
Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore. Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
prank is more likely, no? Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity. Right, it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fact. Hypnotism, floriography, trick track, especially pinball.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
Okay.
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
So, I have a few more questions.
Sure, I'm listening. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist?
He just
No,
did drugs.
he mostly just
Okay.
did drugs. Anything else? There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
2.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
The hell?
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. Actually, insects do have brains, but
know
yes,
that.
I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else? They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Okay.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is. The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47.
Oh, that's our district.
I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
That's not. He's 57.
Oh.
They were
No, he's
just
41.
props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them.
The bear is
Don't
not a
ask me
great
about
idea.
their other ideas.
Indeed, what were the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Victor does the same thing.
Yeah, she does.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revachol ICT. And they already had the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Oh, that'll.
Eventually, Rapture Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I killed the bear.
You did what? Ugh, of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the bear is costing them money. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherium.
Sounds cool.
Oh, I totally understand. Anything else? Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
There you go. Save it. Save. Done. Alright, guys.
Alright.
Friends, everyone. I know. We're going to sleep. We're getting sleepy. She's falling asleep in the chair. I can slowly watch it happen, and I'm getting kind of sleepy too. So, on this note, we're going to call it. We're going to go to bed, but thank you, everyone on YouTube, for joining us. If you haven't dropped a like, I don't know if you guys know, but every like, every view, everything that you guys do, every comment and everything helps in the algorithm. Helps me get a little bit more views and stuff. So if you haven't dropped a like, drop a like, comment, a little sub, whatever you want to do. People on Twitch, also any engagement and everything you guys do on Twitch also helps. So love you guys. I really, really appreciate all of you for joining me tonight and my girlfriend. So we'll be back tomorrow with some more. On that note, boy, see you later. Bye.